This isn't a typical entry. Most of my contingency plans are sterile, clinical. This one feels different. It feels wrong. Perhaps that's the point. Hannibal Lecter is not merely a threat, he's an insidious corruption, a virus that attacks the mind itself. He doesn't operate within the constraints of conventional villainy. Therefore, a conventional contingency plan would be utterly useless. This isn't a plan to stop him, that's likely impossible. This is a plan to contain him, to minimize the damage, to prevent the outbreak from becoming a pandemic of psychological terror. It began, as most things do, with a whisper. A discarded file, a coded message from a compromised agency, hinting at a collaboration between Lecter and a rogue element within the Arkham system, a mole I'd never suspected. The details are classified, naturally. Suffice it to say, he's already infiltrated the city's underbelly, subtly weaving his influence into the fabric of Gotham's dark heart. His methods are subtle, his touch almost imperceptible, a kind of psychological warfare waged on a scale I've yet to encounter. My initial strategy focused on isolation. A specialized, soundproofed cell within Arkham, designed not only to prevent escape but also to restrict sensory input. The walls are lined with a Faraday cage, preventing electronic signals from reaching him. The lighting is monochromatic. The air filtered to eliminate even the faintest scent. Food is delivered through a secure chute, analyzed for any potential toxins or hidden communication devices. He has no contact with the outside world, no interactions, no stimulation beyond the stark, sterile environment. This was designed to starve his intellect, to break down his ability to manipulate and control. But Lecter thrives on the mind. He uses deprivation as fuel. He'll find a way to turn even the most desolate environment into a canvas for his twisted creativity. I've anticipated this, of course. That's why the security system isn't just physical, it's psychological. The cell is monitored by a network of hidden cameras and microphones employing advanced AI to detect any deviation from established baseline behavior. Any variation, a subtle shift in posture, a change in breathing pattern, a flicker in his eyes, will trigger immediate alerts. The AI is also capable of analyzing his vocalizations, identifying hidden messages embedded within seemingly innocuous conversations with the guards. The guards, naturally, are thoroughly vetted and psychologically profiled. Furthermore, I've developed a series of controlled stimuli designed to probe his mental state. Subliminal messages, carefully crafted visual sequences, and even olfactory stimuli, carefully controlled scents designed to trigger specific emotional responses, are delivered through a series of hidden projectors and diffusers. The data collected from his reactions are analyzed by the AI, providing insights into his mental processes, anticipating his next move, or at least his potential next moves. The contingency plan also includes personnel. Dr. Harleen Quinzel, now operating under a heavily restricted, closely monitored capacity, has been assigned to analyze his psychological profile. Her understanding of his methods, though born from a twisted empathy, is potentially invaluable. But her access is limited, controlled, every interaction scrupulously logged and analyzed. The risk is immense, but the potential reward, however slim, is worth the gamble. This is not a victory, not yet. It is damage control, a desperate attempt to contain an uncontainable force. His influence is spreading like a contagion, infecting the city, slowly, subversively, creating chaos without the need for outright violence. He's a master puppeteer, pulling strings from the shadows, manipulating even my allies without their knowledge. The fear isn't of his physical strength, he's frail, elderly. The fear is of his mind, his capacity for manipulation, his chilling ability to turn our strengths against us. This isn't a fight I can win, not in the traditional sense. It's a war of attrition, a slow, painstaking siege against a mind that refuses to break. And I have to be prepared for the inevitable failure. For the day when even this elaborate plan proves insufficient. That day is a contingency I haven't yet planned for. The night is dark, the city sleeps, but I don't.